Hello. Hello, hello. So, my desk is a little bit packed. I kind of hate to do this early. Let me just quickly check with the sound. I'll be right back with you. All right. Okay. So, I kind of want to get rid of all of that stuff here on my desk very quickly. Just a few dishes. I forgot to do that. Damn. Yeah. Let me just quickly do that. I'll just switch over to week 2, actually. Oh no, I mean I did say I wanted to start with the line practice thing, right? Right. Pane layer. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Let me just see. Okay, you know what? I'll put you back onto the beginning screen for a little bit. I'll return shortly. Okay. So I have returned successfully. Let me just put on those socks. And then I'll have to turn off the light. Because for some reason it heats up my room faster than my heating unit. Which is, I don't know, kind of feels weird. It's like I have the sun on the ceiling or something. Alright, I have created some space. Okay, 7-minute delay, huh? Damn. Sorry, guys. I might cut this. I might not. We'll see. I'll probably just leave it in. Okay, I got me some tea. Windows open. I should shove this back a little bit. Okay. Alright. So, I hope everyone is doing well. Can't say I'm doing too fleek. Is that what the kids say nowadays still? Probably more like 18 years old, right? Oh well, anyway. Not feeling too good. Not feeling too good. Anyway. I'll manage it. It will be fun. Especially since I have my beautiful, beautiful tea. I love some good tea. No sugar, just tea. Hot water with flavors. Alright, okay, let me just close a few things in the background here. There we go. Alright, I would like to kill pretty much every YouTube tab here. Oh, they're actually getting close as well. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? I don't know why this is so jumpy. It jumps from 0% on idle, right? Slowly creeps up to 2.4, then jumps to 30% CPU usage. Then it goes back down again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should check for an update, I don't know. Anyway, today we're just going to do a little bit of... not this, what the hell? Just a little bit of, I don't know what you call this. Line control practice? I don't know. We'll just do a few of these, whatever. Alright, so let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay. So, as I know these practice sessions, you draw 2 dots and try to connect them with a straight line as best as you can. Whippers. As you can see, not very straight lines. Not very straight lines in here. Yes, that's good. Yes. I just rewatched, or rather, I just watched a VOD of the recent watch-along on, I think, Kiara's channel for the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. Kind of felt like a hassle to hear the movie, hear them, while still understanding what the movie is doing, right? And then taking care to pause the movie on time so that it's synced up to their reaction. It felt like a job in and of itself. I don't know. Kinda whatever. Still fun, you know, like I usually don't let the opportunity slide to rewatch some Lord of the Rings, you know? So, as I understand it in this practice though, it's not necessarily... I guess it is a little bit like the just hand-eye coordination, right? That of course is a big thing, rather. Sorry, not a little thing. But what might also be interesting, or of interest to you, is trying to experiment with the way you hold the pen. So currently I'm just, I don't know, I'm resting my hand on the tablet a little bit, slightly hovering, just so I can brush over it without, you know, getting stuck, without sticking to the surface of the tablet. And I'm holding the pen pretty straight down, actually. So, right, so if this is the tablet, right? Wait, no. Whatever, this is the tablet, right? This is the canvas where you draw on, right? Papa. And I'm holding my pen like... Whoops. Something like... I don't know. Something like this, actually. Pretty fine front. Although I guess my hand is a bit more curled up. But pretty straight, you know. I find it easier this way to make straight lines. Still trying to figure out what? It's certainly different. Holy shit. Certainly very different compared to a piece of paper where you look directly at where you see the line being made, right? So I don't have a tablet with built-in like display or anything. But yeah, I don't know what the button was there for, but yes, again, I don't know. I don't know how important this is gonna be for digital art, because you can just stabilize or use the line tool. You have a ton of different options here. You don't have to necessarily be proficient in making straight lines. What I would actually want to be a bit more proficient in is just controlling my strength properly, so that I, you know, sketch in the sorry, the lightness I want to. Lightness? Yes, English. English. Right. I'll be right Right back, I have to blow my nose again. All right. Okay. I'll just return. Where's my line down? There it is. There's the line. So, yes. Yes. What I've noticed, drawing for quite a while, but I guess you could notice that too if you just watched a bunch of different artists, which I actually don't really do too much of. Like some art tutorials, of course, here and there, something if it catches my interest. Most of them don't. Is that scratchy, like the chicken scratches. Some people throw around being like improper or whatever. It's kind of really stupid. The idea behind the warning, I guess. I should put in a disclaimer. Like if you want your lines to look clean, of course you can't just do chicken scratches that go in every sort of direction, but in the direction that the line should be traveling. Like say, I have this circle here, make a cylinder here. Right. It's fine doing the chicken scratching, right, to just very lightly indicate stuff maybe. It would be a problem if the chicken scratch, let's say I do this, right? I wanna mark the outline a little bit, or just the contour, sorry, not outline, the contour. I think contour lines, I think that's the word. Right, so long as I do it in the correct direction, it's fine. But if your chicken scratches end up being something like, I don't know, something like this somehow, when you intend to do just this, right? That's why you have an issue, right? And besides that, I guess you could just say that there is very much an art style that's dependent on, like, quote, chicken scratching. More like a branch of art, Like, for example, in concept design, right? Concept art. Most important thing, usually, is where you place the shadows to mark volume and lighting. Not so much that you perfectly draw everything with, like, I don't know, one solid line. Although there's also a branch of design, I think it's called industrial design, where that again is very important. I don't know, a bit wobbly, but whatever. where chicken scratches would diminish the quality of, you know, the design, I guess. Anyway, just depends on what type of art you're doing and to what end you're making marks and lines, right? So don't get so much hung up on the technique. Focus more on just doing stuff. You know, study what you don't understand, but do it in like an on-demand basis, right? Try to make an art piece, fan art, portrait, whatever, anything. Intend to finish it, right? But make sure you choose a subject or the degree of I don't know, rendering, I guess you could say, or just the degree to which you want to finish the art piece that challenges you, right? You don't want to just pump out 50,000 heads barely sketched in and then call that your finished piece, right? I mean, sorry. You might certainly improve in making heads, but usually you'll end up not really progressing. And, you know, that's the point where people usually quit art, because they constantly just do practice and never really a finished art piece. And they just don't understand how to finish art. How to finish a piece of art, you know. It's just like they get settled into it just being good enough, you know. Because mankind is very much an animal of routine. I don't know what the English translation would be of the saying, of the saying, whatever. I'll just sit down again. Something about this chair, I tell you. It feels like there's a new pain emerging every other day from just sitting on it. I don't know what the fuck this is. Why do I pay $400 for this? It's insane. Anyway, I'll just turn down the music a smidge here on my side, on my end, on me side. Alright. There we go. There we go. Let me just see. Okay. I mean, I guess I could do like a head maybe. Okay. Let me get this red. So I've watched a bit of the art of Davi or whatever he calls himself. Pretty good artist, I would say. Very dedicated. And he was like doing like a fan piece, a fan art or something, or like a study or something. I don't quite remember. It was basically like try making heads with triangles. I don't know how well I'll be able to do that because this looks very weird instead of just circles, you know. Usually I just do this, then I'm finding the center line, maybe where the eyebrows are. Then I go for the chin and the jaw. Go find the chin and jawline. and then just finish the art piece. Although never really more than just a sketch. I don't know. Maybe trying this wasn't a good idea right now. I can't really tell. Like, what would it look like from the front, right? Because this is pretty straightforward. Okay, what it looks like from the front, something like this, right? You do something like this, or something like that. You have the eyebrows, you have the nose, you have the mouth, chin, the jawline, the neck, right? So very simply expressed. But what would that look like when you, instead of using a circle, you use a triangle? Is it just this? Oh yes, well, the face is in here. This is like so, and then the eyes are here. I don't know. You know? Kind of weird. Don't think it to be very helpful. Beautiful. We'll see. Maybe I'll try around with that eventually. Okay. As soon as I sit down, I'm getting sleepy. This is insane. Like, what am I doing here? What is this? Why is my leg hurting already? Drink some tea to relax. Zen and peace. All right. Okay. So, where was I? Right. Yapping weird things. Well, I didn't really leave anything on the canvas, so we'll not save the practice for today. I really just want to continue on here. Although I think... Yes, OBS just got muted a bunch. Let me see this. Oh well. Oh well. So beautiful. Beautiful. So much Shiori. Too much Shiori. Anyway. Right. Layout of the room. The way of the camera. I'm still trying to figure out roughly where everything is supposed to be. Alright. So we have a sofa here, right? And what about here, though? There's a bunch of room, right? All the way here is a bunch of room. There's a bunch of room everywhere. Thinking getting visited from some sort of insect again. Ah, yes. Not sure what that is. Anything. Something small. Alright, anyway. There's a bunch of, like, just open space that I don't know what to do with. I kind of want this... I want this to feel right. What if I just try and capture something in here? I mean, what? Let's say we're coming through the door. Right? This is the doorway. So we paint it. As a framing. Right, yeah, the most framing now is the entryway, it's the door, something like that. So, and we just watch, we just look through this. So, up here somewhere like this maybe. It's a bit skewed, but whatever. It's a chandelier. Maybe it's maybe drawing everything is too much. Yes, this throws off the scale of the entire room here. So no. I mean, what do I even want to visualize? I just want to try and understand how what is placed where, when, why, by whomst. Something, 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 something. I don't know. Just kind of feel like there's not enough stuff in this room. Although I understand it is supposed to be a library, right? I get that one. I mean, maybe just two bookshelves here, huh? I just want to make the room a bit more cozy and private. Right? And to do that, I'm guessing we just have to fill it up a bit more. Maybe there's something like, I don't know, 2 bookshelves in here. 2 additional bookshelves. BS. For short, for bookshelves. Maybe there's some more BS in here. I guess that would already make it a lot better. I'm still torn about the window though. But it doesn't have to be perfectly in the middle of the room here. Can work perfectly without that being the case. But I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like I should move the window somewhere. But where? Maybe just in the middle? Right. Sorry for the yawn. Like, squeeze my yawn. I mean, what if... I mean, I guess a larger... What if... Instead of just having a window here, right? What if we make this like a glass doorway, basically? Where you have windows on the left and right side of the door, which is also made out of glass. And then you just step out onto like a small outdoor, like, I don't know what the English word is. Something. Veranda? No, it's German, I believe. Ah, man. Why can't I draw a straight line anymore all of a sudden? I need to calm down. I need to drink some tea. Sublime tea. Don't quite remember what was in it. I'm tasting like a slight hint of orange. Some cinnamon, I think. And the rest is just not recognizable. I don't know. But I believe I read that there's like apple inside. Yes, some apple, cinnamon, I think is actually in there. Is it? Yes, I think so. I don't know. Cinnamon, apple. I don't know what the thing is called. The fruit. Oh no, the berry. What the berry is called in English. Let me just see if I can find a translation for this. Raspberry? Raspberry. Okay. Raspberry. Raspberry. Raspberry leaves, I think, are inside as well. And some, I think, 2 other ingredients. But no aroma. I hate that shit. Just, I don't know. Kind of feels like it hurts my throat. Because it probably is as well. I'm not agitated now. I can't sit. I can't stand for too long because the floor is just that hard and my legs hurt. But if I sit down, my legs hurt and my back hurts and I can't move about as I want to. Sucks, man. Anyway, but we could just do like a window thing with a door, right? And then step out onto like the balcony or something. Although I'm not too sure about that part. And I think I'll remove the lamp. Yes. Okay, now I have to stand up. It feels like my leg is just, I don't know, creating like blood clots or something. They are forming. I can feel them forming in my leg. Oh man, this just sucks. Lord. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, let me just stand a little bit then. Try if I can't actually just do something there. Okay, so this, right. I kind of want to get rid of this outer thing here. I'll just keep the one window because I want to keep the curtain. I think this would look really weird to have a curtain, the entryway like that. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't. It kind of feels like it would though. Kind of feels like it. But that's fine. So I'll just... Where's my pen? There it is. Sometimes I lose sight of it because it's so small. Okay. I'll just get rid of the lamp here. Will not do the lamp. Bookshelf. What else? What else would I put in here? What do you put into a library aside from books? And maybe some chairs and desks, right? What do you actually put in there? Bookshelves, yes. Maybe a toilet somewhere far away from all the books. I don't know. What would you put in a library aside from toilet, books, and bookshelves? Cafeteria? Right in the back. Right there. Come on in. We have all of the food. And then you just go, read a book with your dirty fingers. Full of, like, I don't know. What's it called? Bolognese. Fingers. Full of bolognese on your fingers. You just grab all the books. Hell no. Horror. Insane. And I have to think this through. This is weird. I do kind of like the extra bookshelves though on the left side if you enter the room. Kind of do like that. Not complaining about this one. Not at all. Guess I could just leave it like that, but honestly, what do you do? There's so much space. Maybe we'll put the flower pot in here. Maybe not. Oh, my bad. Maybe we'll put like some sort of flower pot in here. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just put down one of those carpets for children. There's a bunch of roads on the carpet. And I don't even know. Don't even remember what it looked like. I don't know. I feel like my family got one of those at Toys R Us. Back in the day when it still existed. I don't even know if that's something outside that exists in the States or something. I feel like it is. Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Yes, American. Toys R Us. I guess it still exists. They only have 8 stores? No, they have. Oh, just. Oh, okay. 8 stores, like standalone stores. Not being put inside anywhere. I thought they. I thought they closed down. I guess they just closed down in the area, huh? Guess they just did. Oh well. Anyway. Good to know. Didn't know that. Alright. Let me just stretch a little bit. Hey. Ouch. There you go. I kind of have some chest pain today. When I breathe in, maybe I'm dead by tomorrow or something. Oh well, guess I'll just stop breathing overnight. Oh well. Why would the floor end in this room? Somewhere below us, right? I don't know. This is too much for me. Too much. I'm hot. All of that tea is heating me up uncomfortably. I do not wish it. Why is this so small? There we go. Alright. Alright. So we have some additional bookshelves to the left. We are going to get rid of the lamp here, because I feel like it's distracting from the curtain in the back. Or that's behind the lamp. Right, so let's just get rid of that. Back around. Oh, I drew over all of this, huh, didn't I? Well, guess I'll have to take this one and erase it a bit more carefully. Guess I should have been a bit more careful here. But, whatever. Don't have to pretend to be a professional when I'm not, right? Okay. Alright, alright. Okay, sorry. Where was I? There you go. Alright. So. I mean, I guess that would actually qualify more as like foreground piece. I mean, should I split it into furniture? Background stuff? I guess I could. Wouldn't be much of an issue, I think. The chair can remain. That's fine. Okay, let me take a look. Whoops. I'm not disliking it. Not at all. But something about it I'm not liking too much. It's difficult. Oh well. Anyway. Let me push this away a bit. Pull the blank up. Okay. Ouch. Why is my chest hurting so much today? Guess I should really push the time forward. Let me just... Nah, let me do that later. Look for a decent time. Something where I don't know what's going on, if this is like some sort of physiological reaction, but when I'm starting stream, I feel like I'm dying half the time. I don't understand. Guys, help me, please. This is agitating me to no end. It is agitating me a whole lot. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I'm now in the background. Now I'm in the foreground. Can't stand, can't sit, can't lie on the floor. I wish I could. Just lie on the floor. Lie in bed and draw. Have it be seen in the drawing software. Impossible. Possible, I tell you. And technically possible if you have an iPad, right? With Procreate or whatever it's called. I think that's the right thing. I'm just so fidgety right now. Because everything is just hurting. Can't stand still. All right. I think I forgot about the furnishing, huh? Is that the right word, furnishing? Or more like the wallpaper? I guess, would it count as wallpaper? Because like, you know, the colonial estates, sometimes, well, I think that's actually more the colonial style, where the interior rooms have like this wood, what would you call it, veneer? No, I think that's the wrong word. It's like stylized, I don't know, let's say this is a wall, right? And they might have some, I don't know, very well decorated something on the wall made out of wood. But then might lead into like cabinet? Yes, closet, whatever. Piece of furniture or something. Or just, you know, creeps up half the way the length of the room, the height of the room, sorry. And then it just, I don't know, stops or something. I don't know how to describe this. What would you call this type of like wall decoration, I guess? Let me see if I can find some Pinterest really quickly. Pinterest. Okay. Okay. Let's see if there's anything useful on my For You page or whatever. Nothing. I don't have a dedicated gesture. Sorry. Architecture board yet. No. Okay, let me just look for it. Colonial. Interior. Colonial estate interior. Yes, this is exactly what I mean. Like, yes. This type of, I don't know, wall decoration just in general. I don't know what to call this. But I mean, it's obvious, you know, that the walls themselves, the interior walls, aren't actually just made of wood, right? At least they shouldn't be only made of wood, I feel like. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Wait, I think I'm misunderstanding this. Actually, why wouldn't they be made of wood? Why would you haul stones in there back in the day? I don't know. Just this wooden decoration, whatever. In general, kind of forgot about that. It's a pretty big part of the colonial style, I would say. At least the one that I think about. Wait, I know this. I feel like I know this house. Wasn't there like a movie where mother moves from town to the quote countryside unquote into like this really dilapidated rundown like mansion where the children then just find magical creatures doing stuff, I don't know, and they find out they exist through like this stone they found or something. Yes, round stone with a hole in it, donut shaped stone, I think. Right? Then they build like this shield bubble around the house at some point in the movie. Anyway, don't remember the name. Guess I didn't remember the name. 100% luck, 100% forgetting the name, and remembered the name. Didn't remember the name. How would this look like in a library of sorts, though? Terrible. Who the hell would do this? Terrible. Even worse. Dun, da, 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 dun. Oh well. Okay. I didn't know the part where you run around in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2 in Anor Londo, where the bowmen are, right, the Silver Knights, was called a flying buttress, whatever. Flying buttress. Kind of funny. This, my good sirs, is a flying buttress. Yes. Now applaud the flying buttress. They just start, Yes. Alright, let's just keep going. Kind of found a somewhat comfortable seating position right now. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Alright, let me work some... I'm trying to work some magic here in Shiori. Okay, so first we fix the head. Let's remove that stuff. Alright. Just want to get the dimensions in here. Might actually have to move the head forward a bit. Maybe not. Let me see. No, wait. Let me think. Don't have to erase all of this, just a little part of it. I kind of feel like I would have to move it to the left here a little bit, huh? Maybe I'm imagining things. Alright. Let us move it a bit more forward, maybe? Something like this, maybe, huh? Kind of think that's okay. Control Shift A. Thank you. We go to this. Maybe I'm misreading this entire picture here. Kind of feel like there should be something like this going on here. Yes? Maybe? Hey. Something like that? Maybe? I don't know. That seems weird. I'd probably have to... Ah, well. The head is also a bit large. In it. I kind of feel like it's a bit too large. Okay, let's see. This is obviously wrong. This wasn't particularly helpful. Maybe more to the left. Not forward, but just somewhat like here. What if I turn the head? No. I don't know. Kind of hard to say. You just don't know anything about heads, really. Where they be placed. And there should be a decent chunk of just skull behind the ear here. Alright. Okay. Just go here. I'll just turn on the light again because this is retarded. So stupid. Stupid schnitzel. Hmm. Hmm. Look, don't see a whole lot. But the distance here is pretty large actually, now that I look at it. Right? Or am I just imagining things here? So like, still like, what's this? Perspective tool? Multi-brush tool. What's a multi-brush tool? What the hell? What the hell? Polyline. Weird. Weird, 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 weird. Alright. Hmm. Okay. Ah well. Maybe there would be more ahead here. Gonna feel like what I did earlier was quite good actually. Hmm. Hmm. And obviously, like, since this is that, right? This distance here also has to align, right? So maybe what's truly confusing me is the placement of the ear, because it's just way too close to everything, kind of. And let's just get rid of the ear here then. Hmm. 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 I don't know about that one, huh? Hmm. I don't know. All right, let's not do this too much. Yeah, this is getting stupid. Thinking about the wrong things right now. I'm going into the minute details that I shouldn't be worrying yet. Shouldn't be bothering with that stuff. So, okay, let me try. So, next thing I should do is probably okay, get the arms in, get the pose of the arms just right, basically. Let me just steal some of this. I guess I will. Hmm. Nah, will, 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 will. Wait, how would she? Wait, I can't imagine this because I don't have fucking tits. How how would the how would a woman hold flowers in the specific way that I'm thinking about? So like I wanted to hold the flowers. This is looking wrong, but whatever. How would she hold them? I mean, I guess you. Yes, left hand, so. Oh, sorry, right hand. If they are ever to come up to the face, right, you'd probably just do that with flowers if you wanted to smell them. Wanted to be like, these roses smell perfect. Whatever. Smell very, very well taken care of, or whatever the comment then would be. I can't forget the bouquet also has. Let me take a prop here because I can't wrap my head around this right now. Let's say this is the bouquet. This chips bag from 8 days ago or something. Okay, so. Okay, I see. So the hand would be rather close to the body, right? It would be pretty much 90-degree angle in the elbow, right? But a slight turn towards the body. So something like, say, right here is the elbow. Or maybe something right here. Then you'd have the hand somewhere here, maybe. Something like so. Maybe the other arm just does this thing. Right? Right? I don't know. Like this. I don't know, Ocho-sama fucking bend in the hand, right? Okay. Like that? Not too happy with this. Maybe we'll do away with the flowers. I do have to say this is like pretty much what I imagined. Did I see this picture before yesterday? Anywhere? Nice notebook. Wait, is that even a notebook or just a book she's reading? Oh well. Oh well. A quill flying around. Insane. I kind of think I have to just remember a bit more about Shiori's personality. Like a more comprehensive summary, basically. Something that could help me inform the types of poses she would do, right? The way she just would stand around, basically. Right? Kind of hand gestures she'd do that just feel natural to the character, right? It's not that, particularly difficult thing, but I'm having trouble considering all of this in my mind right now. Having trouble. I don't know why. For some reason. Let me imagine this a bit more. I don't think there's any discussion to be had on whether she'd enjoy being gifted flowers, right? Although I don't know, I don't remember if she ever talked. Has she ever talked about flowers? If she liked any? Don't think so. Don't think so. I believe. I don't know. Don't think she ever talked about a favorite flower. At least I wouldn't be able to remember right now, but I guess that's besides the point. Okay. I guess just thinking about it won't help me. I'll just try a few different ways of how she's standing around. Let's do some thumbnailing. Let me grab a bigger brush. Do I like this brush even? don't know. Why am I drawing a robot all of a sudden? I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Alright, let's keep them just small and simple. No. I guess you wouldn't actually see much of the right arm here. Let's just say this is... Kind of looks like some sort of samurai. What am I drawing here? It's not helpful. Not helpful at all. Why can't I come up with an interesting pose? What the hell? I can't... Oh. Can't put onto paper. What I'm thinking about. Some random flower bouquet or something. Maybe roses, maybe not. Who knows? I don't. Something. Something that's being held. I guess the arm would be a bit too short here, given the sheer size of the bouquet. It feels like this might be to an extent where the face would be. Just putting this in 3/4 view, I don't know that I'm convinced. Let me just erase this. Maybe I've honed in too quickly on a particular pose, and now that I'm rethinking some of the stuff I did, the pose suddenly doesn't work anymore with the idea I'm having. I don't know. I'm making the same noise the entire time here, huh? Nothing comes to mind. I'm just trying to think of a pose, of any pose. It doesn't look like completely brain dead. Okay, let me just seek some inspiration here. Hmm. Hmm. Not too happy about this. Maybe she would just hold the book in front of her. Right? With one finger. So say we have a book here. Something like so, right? The book. And it's just very slightly bent. Because she... I don't know. Something like this maybe, huh? Should hold it... I don't know. Somewhat like so. With her thumb splitting the pages. As a you know... I mean, the thumb wouldn't be all the way up here. Like, the hand is somewhere down here, right? Maybe she'd hold it the other way around. So, hand here, right? I think this would be what? The left hand, right? So the thumb would be here on this side. So something like... Wait, what? What am I drawing? This... Can I stop looking like a hand and more like a... I don't know. A Londoner coming to stab you. I don't know, I'm seeing things here. Anyway. This would be... something like this then, I guess. Right? So like... Right? Something like that. I don't know. This is not very easy to see here. Jesus. But like this is the thumb kind of splitting the book. Right? You know what I mean if you've ever done it. Maybe you should hold a small book in her hand. This is a bit too much maybe. This is like maybe a little bit too much to be holding it like that. I don't know. Okay, just erase this stuff. Wait, should I even erase this stuff? I feel like maybe I shouldn't, huh? Hmm. Okay, well, anyway. I far can I zoom into this? Pretty damn far. Wait. uh, I could see that. Anyway. Anyway. We should be holding something like this. I can't draw it right now because I'm stupid. But, yes. Maybe we should be holding the book. Let me take some notes. Colonial style, this tape library. This is way too large. Be gone. And fall. What? My bad. There we go. Hold down shift. What is you even? What the hell? Anyway. Control Shift A. Beautiful. Huh? Oh. Did it lag until now? Or am I not pressing hard enough? What the hell? Did I do something? Oh, it's the size, I think, right? Yes. It's the size. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So anyway, setting colonial style. Maybe this is terrible. Should I do some calligraphy at some point? Because my writing is insanely disgusting. Let's see. Okay, maybe just diary in her left hand. Thumb splitting pages. What else? How do you write bouquet? Like this? Bouquet. Wait. Bouquet. Yeah, Bouquet. Okay. In right hand. Wait. Is this even correct? What even is a bouquet, actually? Okay, yes, this is what I thought it is. It was. It be. It is what I thought it'd be. Okay. So should probably be smiling, right? Let's see. And I guess I don't have to write that one down. It's just like some side notes, maybe. Something. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out the general pose here. Let me just say, here's this. So. Okay. Okay, let's say this is like. I mean, maybe they would be a bit more like so. That'd be a bit. That would be a bit of fat here, I think, right? Because the elbow is bent slightly. Or it would be. Anyway. How would one hold a book like this? Let me grab a book and see for myself. Or like this sketchbook here. Okay, so although not being quite. Okay, let me grab this. Grab this manga here. I guess also pretty close to your body. Say you were just reading this, right? Say we're just reading this. Someone comes in, just gives you a bunch of flowers. You'd probably stand up. Maybe we put it even down, actually. But let's say you weren't actually sitting. Or Shiori in this case, right? She isn't actually sitting, she's just standing around. Just having a slight look into her diary or whatever. Just a quick peek of sorts, you know? Or she was contemplating in the back of her mind to sit down when she was interrupted reading. So I guess you'd hold it also. Yeah, I guess you'd hold it close to the body too. Yes. Okay, let me see. Hmm. 3/4 view would look something like this, right? Yes. So for anyone wondering, I'm just like actually posing this shit right now. Just looking into the mirror to see what this would kind of look like. Okay. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay. We'll see how well this will work out. All right. And put the manga back. There we go. Okay. Don't fall down. Good. Okay. So. Yeah. Blanket is getting cold again. All right. So this pose would be very much not what I need. So instead, what we would see is actually something more like so, perhaps, huh? Maybe? Actually, I don't know for sure, huh? Oh, I should. I really can't draw arms. Now, can I? I'll try a bit more. Just a little bit. See if my mind can come up with something properly. Worst case scenario, I'll just go look at reference and do some practice drawings. And then go back to what I was doing. Hmm. Wait. Why don't I just look at my own arm? It's more straight on the inside than the outside. So if this is the left arm, right, it would be a bit straighter here, not as straight here. Then of course we can't forget. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really see that. No, you wouldn't. And since this would be kind of, it would be kind of bent here, right? I don't know. Guess it would just, wait, where am I? I am. Alright. So. Just do this, actually. Let's do this. I'm going into too much detail. Fuck. This shouldn't be happening. Wait. This is the baggage. This is the torso. No, this would be turned more this way. Yes, it would be turned more. So let's just do it very simply. Try and do it quickly too. Although I guess the book would be more like so, right? Since the thumb would be going in there or something. Oh, I'm fucking myself over with this. Anyway, it's okay. Don't think this is too much of a difficulty. It's just gonna take a while, which is fine. Let me see. So probably see some of this. No, lower shoulder would be here and here. I don't know. Okay. So like the head here, right? Guess this would be a bit too high up. Schnoz. Okay. So like it's a bit difficult here because of the whole short what's it called? When an object has I don't know. Steep? I don't know what the word the adjective to put for in front of like perspective to describe it properly. Like, is it the sharp perspective? Is it a steep perspective? Is it like, I don't know, difficult? Just whatever. I don't know. English, yes. Why did I just remove? What the hell? How did I just remove the cap of my pen? Oh well. Okay, foreshortening is basically the issue. Now I remembered. Because like, right, maybe I guess the arm would be a bit more bent. And I guess this would be a bit larger actually. Wait, this is throwing me for a loop. Oh no. Wait. So so since the arm basically is large in the front, then it would be in the back, right? But that still being like actually thicker in reality than the front, how would that look in perspective? Right? Would it just simply be, well, that's just look weird? Because this end will just be smaller than this here, or thinner rather, despite it actually being larger. Would it just apply? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Hmm. Difficult to say. Anyway, should probably have the hand somewhere here, right? Flower bouquet leaned against the chest, and just whatever this is going on, right? Hmm. Hmm. Just roughly trying to remember a hair. Although not quite looking like her, right? Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'm not disliking it. Hmm. But I didn't try different poses now, did I? Not a whole lot, at least, I don't think. Hmm. We'll leave it for now. We'll do that the next time. Let me take notes for this. Notes. Go here. And improvements. Ugly writing. Beautiful. Beautiful, ugly writing. Anyway, so improvements, I guess. And we say more thumb nailing in general. And environment. Okay. Things to just keep in mind. All right. We'll actually just proceed with this. Not too unhappy with her holding a book or a diary of sorts. Hmm. What was I saying? Right, I don't really mind her holding a book. I guess that could look nice. It's a bit more difficult, but that's fine. Alternatively, I could just make her hold the bouquet with both hands. Could also work, you know? Put the diary down or book or whatever. We'll try this. We'll try this for now. Alright. So this is foreground. Alright, let's go in and fix some of the eyes here. Actually, I guess this would be more. This would be a bit more straight here. Yes. Guess this would actually go more. The bend here is not quite right, I feel. This doesn't work out either. The eye would be a bit more like so, huh? Wouldn't it? I mean, like this, maybe? No. This doesn't quite sit right with me. I don't know. I'm taking too much time, I think, here. With this whole shebang. All that weird shit. Maybe instead of drawing on top of this, I should just add the basic stuff. So, anyway. Wait. Can't forget this. This is more of a signature thing than you would think. How long is this? Not doing anyone's hair justice here. Fucking hell. My hair's so horrendous. Oh, disgusting. What the hell? Wait, why? I guess I was less tense then, huh? Yeah, well. Maybe just looking at some reference. We look at some better art. Yes. Yes, the sort of yes. This is basically just one big hair. All of this. All of this. All of this. All the trouble. Sorry. Not too happy about it. It's like, thanks, I guess. Kinda, who the fuck are you? It's like, don't know about that one. Like, actually super happy. Probably the latter. I mean, who wouldn't be? If I just got randomly gifted flowers, even though I wouldn't necessarily know where to put them, I'd still be very happy about it, you know? But men do not get flowers only when they're dead. Alien. I'm fucking around again. Distracted. So. Whoa. Eyes, I guess, would also change. I kind of have to think about that before. Right? I kind of have to think about the entire expression before I finish off the rest here. Right? Kind of feel like I would have to. What the hell is this eye? Anyway. So, how would I want that? Yeah, I'm just plotting in the general area of everything, I think. Should I draw the most of her upper body? Might actually even make sense to draw the entire body. And then just cut off what you don't need. Or maybe I'm just thinking too much about it. Probably just thinking too much about it. Yeah. We'll just do the partial body thing here. So wait, where would the shoulders actually be in this scenario? Let me look. Probably coming down like so, right? Yeah, I would say. Down like so. That would be the other thing. Yes, kind of think so. I think. Whatever. Whatever. I'm just go here. Who cares? I guess if I draw her like this, thinking about the book doesn't make any sense because you wouldn't even see it. Why did I not consider this? I don't know. Hey, no turning. Whoops. Okay, Control Shift A, B. Guess I could make this a bit larger. Yes. This is a bit too large, I think. Let's just think about where the clothes would bend here. It's not exactly looking like it, but whatever. I'm terrible at drawing. You know that already. Is this anatomically correct? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, let me just rethink this entire thing here. I totally forgot the way that I drew this while contemplating how she would hold the book. It's kind of, I guess I was looking a bit too much at the reference, huh? Fucking hell. Oh well. Just a little bit too much at the reference looking. Oh well. Although I don't quite know the reason for it, but YouTube keeps recommending me, How should I say this? These like hololive face reveal of talent videos, you know? I don't know why they want to do that. Kind of doesn't seem proportional at all. Like, I never go, you know, look up that kind of stuff on my own. It's always YouTube being like, here, and for some reason, hear more. I'm just like, why? I don't want to know this. Thank you very much. Then a few months later, YouTube is again, here's some more, and the same video we recommended you last time. I'm like, no, thank you. Not interested at all, actually. Thank you. Oh well. I'm too retarded. I can't. What the hell? This is the center. So this is the center. This is the center. Hand. Wait. Hand. Hand holding bouquet. Something like so. Wait, this would probably be more like back here? Maybe. Maybe that's the issue. This is looking so weird. What the hell? Oh. Terrible. Terrible. Let me get rid of the center line. All of this is terrible. Can't look at it. I'm dying inside. Oh no. No. Stop it. Actually, whatever. Back to square one, as if I hadn't done anything. Amazing. I feel like a fucking ape right now. How come I can't draw anything anymore? What the hell is happening? Fuck me. Fucking hell. What's happening? Someone explain this to me. Maybe I never could draw anything at all anyway. I guess that's the truth. Not too sure about this. The perspective is just killing me, I feel like. Like the very limited knowledge I do have about just general drawing, right? Is getting absolutely mogged by my practical zero understanding of just anatomy and perspective. It's absolutely getting mogged. It's insane. How am I gonna deal with this? How will I ever recover from such a blow? I can't. I won't. I'm gonna die. Thank you forever. I'm die. Thank you forever. Have confidence. Draws. No confidence. I mean, I could just... dirty about it too. Just throw away everything I can't do. Just not draw it. Just if I don't draw what I'm bad at. Good hell. Okay, so obviously the boobs would be pressing onto the arm here a bit, right? Oh, I don't know how to draw those, so it's kind of, no, sucks. It's not like these like how to draw this type stuff is particularly helpful either. I don't think, at least. Yeah. Not helpful. Anyway, whatever. Hmm. 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 I feel like I'm starting to draw like a proper ape. Why is this so difficult? I guess tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a lot of shoulders and arms in practice, because this is insane. Maybe I should flip-flop more. Hmm. Hmm. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. I don't feel like I'm moving forward a whole lot here with this drawing. But it's a learning process. At the very least, I know that if I ever want to create a character, right, in less than a week, I definitely have to change how I work on it, because this is not helpful. Or at least not as fast as I would like it to be. And since I can't blame the program for it not producing my idea immediately, right? I guess I'll have to change my approach. Okay, so look. And I could just take the pose, right? The proportions. Or I draw them again differently tomorrow. I'll try and start early, I think, as well. Yeah. It's a bit weird when it's this late. Okay, you know what? Don't feel like I'm gonna do a whole lot more. Not that I did a whole lot. Feel like I did nothing, if I'm being honest. I talked a lot. Did very little drawing. Finally understand why barely anyone talks when they draw. Fucking hell. Alright, well, it is what it is. I'm gonna end stream here though for today. Anything I want to write down before I do so? Anything? Sorry. Sorry about that one. Anything I want to write down? Nothing comes to mind. I'll do some more sketching probably on just a piece of paper. Yeah. And I'll try pushing the stream start a bit forward. Maybe an hour, 1.5 hours. Maybe even 2. We'll see. We'll see. I just know that this is too late. This is too late. Alright. Anyway. Thanks for stopping by. And have a nice day. Evening, morning. And I'll see you next time.